Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up, everybody? What is going down? We got a draft going right now. We are in round, what is that, 2, 4, 6. Looks like we're almost through with round 8. If anybody has any fantasy questions, feel free to throw them in now. I'll be shouting out some of the draft picks that are coming through. And if you are in this draft and you want to get a draft grade, let me know. Once you get through your starters, I could do the draft grade. I'm just doing the draft grades based on the starters. That's it. Just works out a little bit better that way. Shout out to Meep. What up, bro? What's going down? Shout out to Rare Raider. What's going on, brother? Who are the Raiders going to get at quarterback? Dude, they got hella money this year. Who are they going to get? And King D, shout out to the LBC. What up, bro? Crispy in the house. What up? Jamie in the house. What up? Bianca in the house. What's going down? You just said it's a bloodbath out here. Remind me as we get closer. When you get your full official starters locked in, then let me know, okay? Because I don't want to have to remember. But you'll know when you have all your starters locked in, 10 offense and 5 defense. Because some people, they might not have all their starters locked in at the same time, not through like 15 rounds. Because usually always going to be some more offense drafted than defense. All right. And got my bull pack, got my weed, got my bong out. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. And dude, oh shit, no way. Okay, so just news that came in right now for you IDP peeps. Tremaine Edmonds got released. They said that they gave him They gave him permission to go seek a trade. Man, I feel they got some young linebackers over there. They really dude. I mean, TJ Edwards' spot is safe, but yeah, Tremaine Edmonds, man, they paid him hella bucks 2 years ago. I knew that he wasn't going to last all 4 years because they paid him hella money. Tomorrow I will get an off-season update going on Patreon and, get everything going, everything notated on Patreon that's happened over the last few days. And Jamie says, see, Danielle Hunter's 1 year, $40 million extension. I mean, dude, Danielle Hunter, he's worth every penny, man. He's been one of the best defensive ends in the game for a long time. And dude, I mean, he had what they give him before this one. It was 2 years, 50 million, and 49 of it was guaranteed. And dude, so yeah, man, that's big time. I'm sure there's going to be some cash over cap involved with that. And yeah, 4th highest paid D end. Hell yeah. Ghost Monkey. What up, bro? What's going down? Yes, sir. Salute to Ghost Monkey. Red Raider said Raiders going to draft Mendoza as a QB. Derek Carr will unretire to help him out. Is that just kidding about the Carr part? Yeah, I mean, Carr probably should unretire, right? He just didn't like what was going on with the Saints over there. But yeah, I don't think that he'll be coming back to the Raiders, but it would be very interesting to see where he does end up going. And so you're all in on Mendoza, huh? Not saying that that's the wrong decision. I mean, who knows what the hell the right decision is. Raiders just don't have a good track record of just teaching these young guys. I mean, look at even Derek Carr. A lot of people hated on Derek Carr. Dude, I don't know if you're one of the Rare Raider, but so many people fucking hated on Derek Carr as Raider fans. Just completely hated on him. And then a year later, they're like, oh man, I wish we had Derek Carr. It's so bad now. It's so bad now. It's the grass is always greener across the street, right? And hey, Brown in the house. What up, bro? And he said, hey, strangers, what's going on, homie? And he said, guess we're drafting QBs later now. Well, I mean, things change as time goes on. So, I mean, that's one of the perks of drafting really early is, a lot of these drafts that I've seen, people are just going crazy for the skill position guys, and the QBs last a little bit longer. But you remember, as we got closer to the season, you know, this, like, that was not the case the entire time. Like, I mean, we're going to see some of these guys as, as guys get a wide receiver drafted, maybe a new O lineman hits in free agency or whatever. Like, we're going to start seeing all these guys just move up and up. And Jamie said, now the Raiders have Brady, though. Yeah, I mean, that's why they didn't get Shador. But here's the thing. Brady is not a majority owner. He's not the GM. At the end of the day, does he want the team to win? Probably. But what does he care more about? The money. The owners don't care about the teams winning. They just care if the team is profitable. And we know that because we see how many teams make Super Bowl, or playoff contending moves, and how many just go through the motions, every year. And PJ, what up, bro? He said, big dynasty question. How many years should I extend Kadarius Toney for? Man, fuck Tony. Said, I'm thinking infinity, bro. It should be infinity because then you can just keep talking about him and then we can say, man, fuck Tony. So funny, man. It's still the best sound drop, that I have. I don't even think it's close. Man, fuck Tony. And Brown said, anyone else's sleeper keep restarting? I probably need to update. Well, one thing, you can't leave the sleeper app. Like, you have to keep the sleeper app open because, like, if you leave and open a message and then come back, it just completely you have to back out and then go back in. So yeah, that's one of the things. Like, we got to learn all these little ins and outs of sleeper. Like, I mean, it's not it's just not as smooth as it used to be. That's kind of the nicest way that I can put it. And Rare Raider said, I was not hating on Carr, but he wore out his welcome for sure. And then we missed him naturally after Jimmy G, Minshew, and Geno. Yeah, for sure. I mean, see, the thing is, though, did Carr wear out his welcome, or did the GMs not make the proper moves? Because that's another thing that it sucks that in the ultimate team sport, that any one individual player just takes the blame for everything that's bad. It doesn't matter what that player is. Could be a quarterback. It could be a running back. It could, I mean, it's usually one of whoever we think is the best player on that team. So it's usually a quarterback. And dude, not all situations are created equal. Just not all situations are created equal. That's the one thing that's just tough, and who's to blame for a lot of these, because we're talking about some of the most talented athletes in the world, right? At least at what they do for the NFL. And look at how many teams just can't figure out how to use players right. I mean, it's not always the player's fault. Is it the player's fault sometimes? Yeah. Especially your Jamarcus Russells of the world and your Johnny Monies of the world. When they literally don't care, it's literally all about the money. They're not putting in the work, especially with the playbook and all that shit, then fuck those guys. But I feel a majority of players that make it here will do the right thing as far as putting in the work. It's always the most talented people that don't want to put in the work. Always. Yeah, PJ said infinity it is. Man, fuck Tony. Rare Raider said, yeah, Ziggler sabotaged us, no lie. And JMD, such a doofus. Glad the whole country got to see him play as the offense in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, man. And Raiders have just been bad in the front office for a while. And even Tom Brady, great player. I'm sure he's a great judge of talent, but actually progressing the talent and stuff. I mean, he's not going to be able to do any of that. I'm not saying he was a cheerleader because he wasn't, but a lot of times he was that motivational, leading by example, and you had to follow it because he would talk shit to you, type thing, nowhere near as far as Jordan was, but that's why guys like that aren't really, because Not saying Tom Brady's not smart. He's super smart, but like, man, just when you're in the GM roles, like you have to be so fucking number oriented. Like it's ridiculous. Hey, look at that. Zach Bond off the board right now. Let's shout out friend of the show, Zach Bond.
What's going on, guys? Eagles linebacker Zach Bond here to let you know, give you a little reminder that defensive players matter. Come on. Don't be scared to join an IDP league with a hustler. You know what it is. Big shout out to Alex and the 420 crew. Yeah, come on. Don't count us out, man. Join IDP league. Come on, with the hustler.
Let's go. Woo woo. Oh shit, huge ass said Texas Heat keeps sniping me. Whoa. What the hell? Dude. CD Lamb falling to Crispy at the 210. I mean, like, how? Like, I don't know if we've ever seen CD Lamb drop that low in the second round. You know, like, I mean, maybe, but I feel like more often than not, he's a late first, early second, maybe mid second. PJ said, how'd you edit out the cameo watermark? Come on, bro. If you don't know how to do that at this stage of the game, come on, man. It's so easy. It's not hard. And TJ in the house. What up, bro? And the Ghost Monkey, you think you would have gotten in trouble for saying 420 crew? No, man. I mean, come on. He's not smoking or anything. Like, no, I don't think so. And who's really seen that video anyways? You know, it's not like we're broadcasting to millions of people, you know, right now. So, you know, there's been, I mean, it will definitely never be any NFL exec who's like seeing that video. But, you know, Jordan Battle, though, he wasn't scared to say 420 crew.
What's up, guys? I'd like to shout out Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler, and the 420 crew. I also like to let you guys know that defensive players matter too. So get into the IDP league with the Hustler so you can drive players like myself. Let them know, man. Defensive players matter, man. And we make plays just as much as the offense.
Hell yeah. And who else? We got the shout out from Megatron.
Shout out to the 420 crew.
Woo woo. Oh shit. And you know we got the shout out from Afro Man.
Here with Afro Man, the realist.
Oh, yes. Doing what I do. Got to shout out the 420 crew. What's really going on?
Okay. Yeah. We're just going to keep getting more and more. More and more. PJ said you pay him enough, he'll say your mom's super hot. Yeah, I'm sure you pay these guys enough, they'll say anything that you want them to. Hell yeah. Huge ass said Mr. Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. You know, and let's just play that, man. Let's just play that. Yeah, Afro Man's the shit. And it's funny because I got high, for sure. That's like the thing that he's known for. But the Colt 45 and 2 zigzags, like, man, that's probably my favorite song of his. CES, okay, cool. Mendoza seems like he's the best shot. I wanted Manning, but he didn't declare. Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, next year. Doesn't look like our franchise savior with how good Brock, how good Brock is, and Genty running back kind of revamped O line. Yeah, I mean they definitely need to do more with that O line. That's for sure. But I am very curious though, because I mean, as of right now, the fucking Raiders, I mean, they have 84 mil in available cap space. Like, Mendoza could be the future. But, like, man, what if you can actually go get an established guy, like, right now? What about Freiermuth for Pittsburgh? I thought the Pats might make an offer for Mayer since contract after a season. Yeah, I mean, Mayer seems like the type of guy who would be on the move. You know, I mean, second round guy, and then they draft Brock, you know, as what, the 8th overall pick or something. Oh shit, Crispy said 132 needs my attention. What the hell is going on? All right, hold on. I meant to set this draft. Let's see what the hell happened. Thanks, Crispy. Much appreciated, my brother. Let's go see what the hell is going on over here. Wow. Let's see. How far have we made it in that draft? We're getting there. We're getting there. Round 23. Last pick in round 23 coming up now. Yeah, bro. It fucking sucks, man. I hope you're doing better, TJ. Cause dude, the that fucking sickness, man. It's going around right now. I know. Like, see, even Noble, he doesn't go to public school, but you know, we still do a bunch of homeschool activities, and he's around, just around other homeschool kids and shit for these different activities and classes and stuff that he's in, and he still figures out, in these very short times that he's around these kids compared to public school. You're there 7-8 hours or whatever. Like, he's around them very, very short spurts, but man, these kids still figure out how to pass them damn germs, man. Dude, hell yeah, TJ said, can't wait to give that 32 team another shot. I mean, dude, that's one of my favorites. I'm super disappointed. After I won it in 2024, so not this past year, but the year before I won it, took it all home. Definitely a little bit of luck. No matter what, like, you need a little bit of luck to win that league for sure. And yeah, dude, my team, we had a horrible schedule for one, and then dude, just injury after injury. And I had Tua as my quarterback. So like, I was fucked from the get-go. Nice. Okay. So we homeschooled too. Yeah. I mean, people can do whatever they want. People can say whatever they want, but public school now is not even what it was. I'm 40. It wasn't even what it was when I was in public school, like, I mean, dude, you just see how things are like now. And I hear the stories, and like, it's just, I'm glad that we're doing what we're doing, because you're just subjected to like so much bullshit, like on a normal basis. And like, yeah, it's for the birds, man. I like being able to do our own thing, but Noble's also like super spoiled because of it. Like, he doesn't understand how tough it would be, not the work, but just the act of actually going to public school, getting up. Like, he doesn't really, like, these past couple days, like, I've been getting on the grind a little bit, and me and Noble been waking up and doing a morning routine like together, but he still wakes up at 9. Like, he doesn't have to go to bed at like fucking 8 o'clock at night, like I had to when I was a kid, to like get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, but yeah, man, homeschool is definitely the way to go, but I know it's not easy. And yeah, it's not easy for sure, because there's days I want to strangle him. We're just like, dude, it's such easy work that you've already done. He's got to do more. We got to keep going. Yep, that hawk Tua. PJ said, I'm a man. I'm 40. And Phil said that 32 man is tough. Said, ain't gonna lie, that one pissed me off. Been close a couple times. Yeah, dude. Like, even like when I won it in 2024. Like, I went up against Hurts in the semifinals, and that was the year that he got hurt, like, during the game. If he doesn't get hurt during that game, I probably don't go on to the championship, and I probably don't win. Like, my team we kicked ass in the championship, but, there's always these tough games along the way. And, like, I've even admitted it, man. Like, Big Tons, that's who had him. He was so pissed. He was so pissed because he if Hurts doesn't get hurt, he probably wins the whole thing. But, that's why we love fantasy football. Red Raider said, established guy, all the QBs who are available are cooked, in my opinion. Which QB option do you like? I would much rather allocate the funds for the O-line and linebackers. Yeah, I mean, linebackers are good, but like, look at, dude, Devin White. Guys literally like got him for nothing. Comes in, and he's a stud, you know, on the squad. Crispy said the Raiders are going to sign Tony.
Tony.
They might go try to get Henry Ruggs out a year earlier, try to bring him back to the squad, you know, a year earlier versus waiting until next year. I mean, I guess I don't know who the established guy is, but like, you know, what's funny is like, look at guys like Sam Darnold, who everybody thought was cooked, just needed the right situation, you know? And so I don't know, like if they ever had a shot to go after like Murray, like I would do it, because now they can actually like afford him with all the available cap. But it's funny how most people are going to say Murray's cooked and Murray's trash, but the Cardinals were the ones that were trash. Oh yeah, what did I? He said Henry Ruggs, man, fuck Henry. I lost out at least second place on a stat correction. Oh man, yes, that's bullshit. Sucks even more when it comes down to something like that. Fucking stat correction, bro. I'm like, you know, they should have just got it right in the beginning. So it sucks when it's like a stat correction that, you know, just never should have been there to begin with. But yeah, just some bullshit all around, man. Some bullshit all around. But yeah, the 32 man, it's very hard, man. That one is not for the faint at heart. That is for sure. That draft pretty much always starts as one of the first redraft drafts that starts. I said I wanted Murray when he was a rookie, back when Gruden was the coach, but nah, he's too short. Mendoza is more prototypical QB, pocket passer, taller, white complected. And he said I didn't make the rules. Yeah, what is Mendoza's build? Let's see. Yeah. 6'5", 236. Yeah. For sure. He's got a white mom, right? I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. Like because I feel just like whoever the Raiders get, they're just gonna ruin anyways. Like, am I wrong for thinking that whoever the Raiders get, they're gonna ruin? So I kind of don't even want them to get Kyler. They just actually have the money to. I'd rather see Kyler go to the Vikings if it was possible. His nickname would be the Cuban Missile, but not missile. And Trent Green would be interesting to see where he lands. His combine was sick. Hell yeah, dude. Talent Green. Yeah. Fucking funny. Because like I see Green, I automatically think Trent Green. Raiders just need Jameis and air that shit out. See, like that would be good. That would be good because they wouldn't have to pay a lot for him. You could still go get Mendoza if you wanted to and just let him sit for a year. Like, I feel like that's like the stupidest thing that, like, I know that you're paying these guys and like, if they're not on the field, it's like, you're just wasting that money. But like, no, they're actually learning. So they don't fucking suck right when they come in. But see, now that would be cool. Get Jameis over there for a year. You still draft Mendoza. You get Jameis on the hella cheap. And we get Jameis starting for a year in fantasy football, assuming that he stays healthy. That would be cool. Like, that's something that I could get behind. Because no matter what, Jameis is just going to chuck it, man. Huck it, chuck it football, you know? Yeah, I'm even curious. I gotta start. I'm gotta start doing. I gotta start doing some rankings for the what's it called? Some rankings for the rooks. Cause yeah, man, it's here. We got the NFL draft in a month, and we'll just say a month and a half. I know it's probably technically a month and 3 weeks, but month and a half, I would say. And you know who you know what I'm interested in for the IDPs. I didn't even know the guys' names yet. I need to go do like even more deep dive onto the names, but the safeties. Man, the safeties are going to be really good in this year's class. Like there might be a couple that are drafted before the second round is over. There's not a lot of first round safeties that ever get drafted, so I'm curious if we get like more than one safety drafted in the first round. But even if you're a high second round pick as a safety, like you could get right into a starting spot. Like we've seen it time and time again where high drafted second round picks at the safety position end up starting right away. Hollywood, what up, Hollywood? What's going on, bro? Yeah, BJ said Jameis ain't nobody's placeholder. Fuck that shit, Jameis for president. I mean, he's super dope. He's just never going to be a franchise guy. Let me see. Hold on. Do I have it?
Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
How many people want to eat a W tonight? TJ said, I really want the Vikes to snag Jones, Darnold 2.0. Man, that would be cool too. If they got Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. I mean, that would be perfect. What sucks, he's still under contract with the 49ers for a year. He signed a 2-year, not a 1-year. So that's what sucks, man. That's what sucks. Hey, Smokey the Cat, what up, bro? He said, more burden in redraft. Huh. I think that kind of feel like as of right now, maybe it's a knee-jerk reaction, but I feel like I'm leaning more with Allen. Because there's there's nobody over there, and I know who do they have over there now? Burden and Romy Rome, is Burden even going to be the number one, or would it be Romy Rome? Both are great, but it's like, I don't know. We see the Bears do stupid shit, so I'm curious who actually would get the lion's share of those targets, of the two. So yeah, that's why I'm leaning more over Burden. Yeah, for sure. Loveland's going to eat too. Fuck yeah, man. Loveland ain't going nowhere. I bet he takes a good step up in his second year. And yeah, you lose a guy like DJ Moore. It's addition by subtraction. If they don't go out and get they're probably going to draft a wide receiver. Let's keep it real. They keep doing this. They don't need a wide receiver, but they're probably going to go draft one. They don't need a tight end, but they love rostering 12 tight ends for some reason. Really have no fucking idea what they're going to do. But yeah, I know that all three of those guys are going to eat, but it's going to be super dumb if they go draft a wide receiver or a tight end, with one of their first two picks. I'm not saying they can't do that, but they shouldn't do that with their first two picks. And hey, Ron in the house. What up, bro? What's going down? And he said, how do you like that Super Bowl score prediction? Bro, did you predict it? Did you predict it correctly? I don't even remember. Did you predict it 100% correctly? I got to go look back in our messages, but yeah, man, good shit, bro. Good shit, dude. Look at huge ass. Woo! Cashman, TJ Edwards, and Landman as kind of like the depth of that squad. Dude, how is TJ Edwards going so low? Why? I know he got hurt in the playoffs, but that's not going to be detrimental to this year, right? Minnesota Mike, what up, bro? What's going down? And dude, did you guys hear that the Colts are shopping Zaire Franklin right now? I don't like that. I don't like that. Said TJ Edwards ranked stupid low for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, and I mean, especially when I go off my rankings, like I haven't started. I'm gonna try to start in the next day or two and then get it posted where I just, at least have a little bit and then I keep adding to it. I think that's just the best way to do it. But yeah, how is he ranked so fucking low though? And like I said, I wonder is what was his injury in the playoffs? Like, and maybe did he get injured during this? He did get injured during the season. That's what it is. His overall points are probably just not there because of getting injured during the season. Because him and Tremaine Edmonds both got injured on separate occasions. It's also why they let Tremaine Edmonds go. They released his ass because, yeah, I mean, they have a pretty solid, like group of like young linebackers now. Hamstring. Okay, yes, that's gonna have no bearing on the 2026 season. Yeah, you got him hella late, bro. 16th round. That's like your fifth, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the 16th round as your fifth guy. That's solid, man. That's solid. Levante David going hella low as well. Chris, we said can't pay attention to the ADP right now. No. And I know, like Brown, I know that this is his first draft, back, and he was like, man, I'm so rusty. He's like, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, sleeper rankings are whack right now. A lot of guys way lower than they should be. It's easy to wait on IDP. Yeah, for sure. I mean, then that is one of the good things about like drafting this early when things are fucked up, is like, as long as you even know a little bit, like you don't even have to know a lot. I know there's some like Stu. I know you guys have seen Stu Bland in all the drafts. He hasn't done IDP before this year, and he said he's having so much fun just fucking around with IDP and learning the guys and just seeing where guys are drafted and shit like that, and just all of that, and then just helps him for the future drafts. BJ said whoever took Landman needs to change their avatar to Ali Larder's cleavage. Dude, Landman is very dope since he got over to the Rams. The Landman can. Yeah, he was just okay when he was on the Falcons, but he was like their third or fourth leg guy. But I remember just that one year when he got all those chances, and then that turned it into him going and being the guy for the Rams. Dude, Nick Amonwari, dude, huge ass, man. He is he's cleaning up over here right now on the IDPs. Dude, Nick Amonwari is so good. I bet he takes a huge step up in year 2. He's so good, man. He's so good. His like all of his metrics are just off the charts. Maybe Michelle Randolph's ass in the yoga pants would be okay. Also works with with the huge ass thing. Oh. All right. Dude, check this out. So Vanessa, she's always going to like different estate sales and shit like that. I love doing the the buying and flipping. And dude, look what she found at an estate sale. Fucking Joe Montana jersey The thing that sucks is it seems kind of small. It's a 40. So I don't even know like how I don't even know like actually how big it is. Just got it today. Hey, Minnesota Mike, TJ said you got 10 minutes at number 26. Huh. Here's an interesting trade that just happened. What do you guys think about this? Tyler Warren for Isaiah Likely in the 105. Very interesting. I said Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a quarterback, you crazy asshole. The Waterboy is so good. Waterboy's killing them. Best tackler I've seen since Joe Montana. Oh man, so fucking classic. Crispy says not talking about huge asses right now. I'm pissed. Oh man. Whew. Dude, all right. I don't know if you guys keeping up on any video games or anything, but WWE 2K26, it drops. It drops at midnight for you East Coasters, but it drops at 9 p.m. for us West Coasters. So when that's available, I think I downloaded everything that I need to download already. So, but yeah, when that happens, I'm gonna go live and we're gonna get the game streaming. Hell yeah, dude. This is going to be fun. It's like they're going full balls to the wall with the Attitude Era in this one. And damn right, man, because that makes me want to spend my money right away to get that shit. Hey, Robert, what up, bro? What's going down? Hollywood said, I'm still debating on which version of 2K I'm going to get. Dude, okay. Like it's different for me because I'm gonna stream with it, and so it's gonna be a tax write-off, for me because it's a part of my business. But yeah, man, it's like you got to get the 151. Like there's way more shit like on that as far as like the different characters and like stuff. And yeah, 150 is insane for sure. It is, man. But I mean, got to do it, bro. We got to do it. It sucks, but this is the adulting that we're talking about here. And Noble's like, as soon as it comes on, like I'm playing. I'm like, bro, I paid $150 for this. Okay. I'm playing first. You will definitely play tonight, but oh shit, look at that. So Ron said 27-17. And was that the score? 29-13. Very close. Very close. Hell yeah, dude. PJ say you think they're gonna sneak in a dead Hollywood Hogan in there, like a literally dead, like zombie Hollywood Hogan, or like you mean like just the character Hollywood Hogan? Because of course Hollywood Hogan's gonna fucking be in there. He said every year they keep raising the prices. Yeah, but they do keep adding more shit. As long as they keep adding more shit, I mean, it's the capitalistic world that we live in, man. Just the character. Yeah, I think he'll be in there. He'll be in there. And RIP. Yeah, hold on. Where is it? No way. Wrong one. And Ron says, shit, I miss my Alex time nightly. We're getting back at it. He said, loving the streaming TV. Glad I did a year, bro. Fuck yeah, man. And Robert said 150 for a game now. Well, there's different versions of the games. Yeah, that's how just think of it like cars now. There's like the base version, and then you got the S class and the C class and all that shit. Because there's 3 versions of the game? Or is it 4 versions? It's 3 or 4, and you really, by getting the higher ones, you get more shit. You get more characters. Like that's a lot of what it is, man. A lot of characters and a lot of shit that before, like, you would like, because like they're always like throughout the year they're gonna come out with new characters and shit that are gonna get like put into the game, because like since everything's through the internet now, like They keep expanding on the game throughout the year. So like before, it was like you pay the 60 or 70 or 80 or whatever the hell it is, you know, for the base game. And then like they'll come out with like an expansion pack and it'll cost $20 here, $20 there, you know, shit like that. So now if you spend the 150, it's like you're prepaying for like all the shit. 4 versions. Okay. 69. Oh, wait, hold on. 69.
69, dude.
99, 129, and 149. I mean, dude, yeah, I mean, they sold me with the you know, Hogan's on the cover of the Monday Night War version. Yeah, for sure. That's the 150 one, right? The one where it's like 6 peeps from like the WCW and like 6 peeps from the WWF at the time. Yeah. So, and dude, and the one thing that I'm hearing that is like a lot better is the like the career mode. I forget what the hell it's called on WWE, but like the career mode, there's like so many more options now. And like now you could do like the actual draft and shit. Like that's gonna be cool. Last game I got early was Gears of Wars 3 when it dropped. Got the Ice-T character for $60. Yeah, and I feel like most of the games now, I feel like are $70. I feel like that's like the standard price for like the brand new game. The 69.
69, dudes.
Because yeah, for the longest time, that 59 was the 59 was the staple price for the brand new games. So yeah, the 150 gives you access to everything. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm gonna get it. And again, I said, you know, like I said, I'm gonna be streaming with it, you know, so it's gonna be like a tax write-off. I'm buying it for, you know, business purposes and stuff. I just feel like you're probably gonna like so much shit that comes out anyways that you're probably gonna end up buying some of the shit. So yeah, I mean, I would. And isn't Hollywood, did you look? Is there like some of those versions? Do you not get the early access? Because I know tonight is like the early access. It doesn't officially come out until the 13th. Shout out to Carlos, who just followed on Twitch. What up? What up? What's going down, bro? We got a fantasy draft going. I'm answering Dynasty questions, and you know, we're just smoking and hanging out. So if you're into that too, throw in a 420 or one of the emojis in the chat. Crispy said, "You kids and your damn video games." Yeah, Crispy, you better stay your ass up for another. It's like I'm. Whoever wants a grade, let me know now. I'll do the grades here shortly, and just gonna be of the starters. Right? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It's more efficient for the time, and then I'll be back at like 9 o'clock West Coast time. Yeah, up, up, down, down, left, left, right, left, right. That's BA start. Yeah. Dude, have you seen damn it, what the hell's his name? Xavier Woods. He's got the up, up, down, down podcast. Hell yeah. PJ said rolling out, good hang with y'all. And fuck Tony.
Man, fuck Tony.
Peace out, PJ. If you're up in a couple hours, make it back. We'll be playing some 2K. Maybe we'll do some match requests for super chats. Someone do a super chat and we'll do whatever kind of match. And could be like me versus Noble, because I know Noble's gonna want to play. Could just let the computer play it out, see what happens. And Crispy said I killed it in Pong. Right? And you know what? And since we're talking about super chats, who's gonna throw in a super chat and we'll get a fat ass dab right now, just like the song says. Missile Command and the Space Invaders. There you go. Dude, the only time I ever played Atari was at my aunt's house because I never had Atari. The first one I had was Nintendo 64, but like we'd always like I'm not Nintendo 64, Nintendo, the NES. Nintendo 64 was the second console that I had. But yeah, we would go to my aunt's house and she had my cousin's like old Atari there, so we would always play that because like I wouldn't bring like my Nintendo or I wouldn't bring my Nintendo or like anything like that. And yeah, I don't even remember what games I would be playing on that shit, like Centipede. Definitely I feel like Space Invaders was one of them. Crispy said for a 5 minutes and I went back outside. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. And even when Pong came out, like, man, weren't you already like 50 years old when Pong came out? And Ron's like, you thought well wishes for my Steeler Nation, bro. Could use Alex Nation well wishes, bro. Man, I want Steeler Nation to do a little bit better for our fantasy football, man. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be that guy. So I would say, man, I don't know who you guys would get, but yeah, well wishes for Steeler Nation. We need more fantasy production out of you guys. Yeah, huge ass, you the man, bro. Let's go. Pack up a fat ass dab for you right now, brother.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bill.
And then I'm assuming you have your starters, right, huge ass? I'll grade you first. No way. TJ said I got to work in 2600 in my basement. Whoa. Like, when's the last time you actually tried to turn it on? Cool. And Robert said you think Simpson will get drafted in the first round. Which Simpson we talking about? Give me full names when we're talking about the players. Which Simpson we talking about? Is it OJ's grandson? And I'm super curious, like, where does Jeremiah Love actually get drafted? You know, I mean, dude, him having the wheels, like, I feel like he's going to end up being a first rounder. But, like, where? You know, because, like, we always get thrown off, like, sometimes, like, I don't know, like, not everyone's like Saquon Barkley, where, you know, like, he's going, like, top 5, you know. Like, even Bijan, like, he didn't even go top 5. And he might be the highest running back drafted in the last handful of years. The Bama QB, okay. Let's see. Ty Simpson, that's who it is. Let's go see where he's on. I mean, I mean, a guy like him probably does go in the first round, right? Because, I mean, if he doesn't, that means Mendoza's the only first-round quarterback, because I bet Ty Simpson goes second or third quarterback off the board, depending on, you know, who has the pick. But I feel like he's probably the second guy behind Mendoza. I guess it's the 6'1", right? Like, that's the 6'1", 211. You know, I mean, that height's not helping anybody. You know, I mean, like, how good did he do at the combine? You guys know, but I bet he goes somewhere in like the middle of the first round, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of QBs drafted in the first round, but I bet that he is, though. All right, here we go. Dab. And then we're going to go through Huge Ass's squad. All right. There we go. This touch the button, turns red, then it heats up. And dude, we are off to the races. I play it every now and then. I have all my old consoles, 2600, NES, Sega, 64, Dreamcast, Xbox 360. Nice. I have none of my old consoles. I mean, the PlayStation 4 might be here, but like Noble ruined that. Well, he ruined the disc drive. I guess that's almost means nothing now. Yeah, Noble's ass when he was like 1 or 2, he took a coin and stuck it in the disc drive. I couldn't get to him fast enough. Thought he was playing an arcade game. I always thought Noble was an old soul for that reason. But dude, my NES, like it, I left shit at my parents' house, and then because I wasn't in the most stable housing situations for the longest time, and when I actually did get into a stable housing situation, found out that my sister took the Nintendo, so I couldn't even get that shit. And she still fucking has that. But I do got the 64. My Sega Dreamcast broke. But dude, I love the Dreamcast, man. Gotta grab you by the boo-boo, don't it? Whoo. Whoo. Crispy Kyler Antonio signing to the Dodgers. Chan Robert said, Pittsburgh fans, you guys can have Kyler Murray. I really don't think. I don't know if that's a good fit for Kyler. Yeah, and I didn't have Xbox. I did have an Xbox 360, and dude, that shit broke also. Yeah, and then I had the PlayStation 4. Yeah, man, I wish I had. Yeah, the only old console I have is 64, but man, I got a bunch of dope games. Got GoldenEye, got the Mario 64, got the Mario Kart, of course. Got No Mercy, got WrestleMania 2000, got Warzone, got NWO versus or WCW versus NWO. Yeah. Minnesota Mike said no Xbox, but I had an excavator. Man, you had some real toys. Real toys. Okay, here we go. Huge asses squad. If anybody wants a draft grade, let me know. QBs. Caleb and Darnold. All right. Not too shabby of a start there. I'm saying those guys are a B. Peace out, Robert. We'll catch you later, brother. Running backs, Genty, Bucky, Algier, and Warren. I mean, I really wonder where Algier is going to go. I am very curious about that. There's a bunch of teams that need a running back, and I bet he fills a starting role. I'm going to say a B+ for those running backs there. And then wide receivers, Drake London, Flowers, Godwin, throw Pitts in the mix. Dude, Pitts, I mean, late. That's still pretty late for Pitts now. I mean, we got him way later in last year's drafts, but I feel like with what he did last year, that his value is gonna keep going up and up. Oh shit! And Ron said Steelers Nation, our homie Steelers Nation, the one who's in the drafts with us and stuff, needs some well wishes. So man, shout out to Steelers Nation, and yeah, man, we hope everything is good, bro. Let me see. I'm kind of there's like a B- I feel for the wide receivers. I mean, the bottom half, not as good as the top half, obviously, but just not a lot of heat at the top parts. But yeah, we'll give it a B. And IDP, man, I'm so curious, dude. Like, I mean, we got the news today that Zaire Franklin's being shopped around. Curious to see what the hell is going on. How old is he? Yeah, I mean, he's turning 30 this year. He's up there, man. But Zaire, Will Anderson, Bolton, Cashman,
Straight cash, homie.
and TJ Edwards. Yeah, not too shabby, man. That's a really good top 5. I think I'm going to say B+ for that one. And especially getting guys like TJ Edwards like in the 16th round, because we can go look at every single draft last year. He's going 11th, 12th round. Then he got hurt a bunch. So let's see. So what's that all turn into here? B, B plus B, and then another B. Yeah, I think this is going to be right around the 86 range. So solid B, 86. There we go. Higbee signed a 2-year contract, 11 mil. Okay. I mean, that's not that's like depth tight end money when you're like a really good depth tight end. But yeah, I mean that sucks for Ferguson though, because no matter what, Higbee's still going to be in the mix there. And Hugh Jass, yes, sir. If anybody else wants a grade, go ahead and throw that in now. Let me know. I'm gonna get out of here shortly, and then I'll be back in like hour and a half ish, and we'll be getting down on some WWE 2K, baby. Yes, I cannot wait. And first match is probably going to be an Inferno match because they're bringing that back. I think it was in the 2013 version of the game where Stone Cold was like on the cover, but I can't remember. All right, Brown in the mix. Let's see it here. All right, we're going to do a bowl real quick because I got it packed before yours. And let's see it, Brown. First draft back. Glad to have you back, brother. And Dynasty leagues. If anybody wants to get into a Dynasty league, there's 3. Well, there's really 2 that are filling right now. And then there is a single QB. I just haven't promoted it or anything just yet. But there is a $55 Anarchy league that's filling. That's the all flex league. And then I got $100 Dynasty filling right now, super flex offense only. And also going to shout it out. We're going to be having some Vegas drafts. I'm not sure the dates, but it's going to be in August. It's either going to be the 15th and the 16th or the 22nd and 23rd, I think are the dates. It's going to be one of those weekends. And I'm also bringing back the Hustler Green Bowl, and we're trying to do a $600 buy-in. Easier said than done, because we need some ballers to get in. It's going to be a dope ass league, man. It's going to be super flex offense only, and it's going to be a 12-teamer. All right, Bowl, then Brown squad here, and dude, Mr. QB over here, hell yeah. Okay. Starting off with the QBs, Allen, Drake May, and T-Law. I mean, when you have, if you draft a third QB in the top 10 rounds, it's definitely going to affect the way that I grade the quarterbacks, just because no matter what, I mean, you got really great depth on any given week. Any two of these three could be starting. I'm going to say that that's an A-. I am going to get very specific on the A-, A- or A+. And yeah, I'm going to say that's an A-, and probably should be an A. I mean, you got really good value that nobody's probably going to get. Like, I mean, you know, if you draft tomorrow or the next day or whatever, you might be able to get these guys. But as time goes on, the quarterbacks are going to go up in value. And I feel like a guy like Drake May is not going to be going out the 3.9 like very often. I bet he's a second rounder. Like when it's all said and done here, and kind of the values kind of equal themselves out. So I'm gonna give that an A-. And okay, running backs though, yuck. Dowdle and Tootin. I'm gonna give that a C- for those guys. Just no depth there as well, so that's gonna grade it down. Wide receivers though, looking nice with Neighbors at the helm. Neighbors, AJ Brown, Kraft. Dude, Marvin Harrison's gone so late. I know we don't know who the quarterback is going to be, and that's a reason why I'm sure he's going really late. Like yesterday, he went in the 8th round. I'm going to say a B. Man, it's fringing on a B or a B+. I think I'm going to say a B, because I feel like if you had other guys in the 3rd and the 4th, like a wide receiver wise, like I feel like it would just be a little bit more top heavy than what it is right now. So I'm going to say a B, but it is a very, very solid B. Yeah, Crispy said, just on a $5 super chat, Brown, you'll get a better grade. Yeah, for sure. That's always the way. Always the way to get a better grade. Got to grease the wheels a little bit. So yeah, be there for the wide receivers and IDP. Edgerrin Cooper in the 15th. That's a good pick. Daniil Hunter, we were talking about his big ass extension. Jahad Campbell, Devin Lloyd, and Phillips. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I like it. I'm gonna say this is fringing between a B- and a C+ here. And I think Crispy said it's a Vegas thing for sure. It always is. Yes, sir. I'm going to, just to make sure that Brown has some room for improvement here, we're going to say that's a C+. It was like, it's right on the fringe of a C+ and a B-, but also feel like you went a little bit ego heavy right there. And I feel like you probably could have got those guys later, not necessarily mad at the picks, but I feel like you could have got them later for sure. So let's see what this all turns out as. We got an A-. We got, so what is that? A- would be an up 3. But then you got a C-, so that would be 1. Or wait, no, that'd be up 2. Yeah, that'd be up 2 for the QB. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4. Then down 4 for the running backs, and then B, and then a C+. So 3, and then it would be neutral for that one, and then down 2. So an 81. That's what this one would be here for Brown, an 81. And still not bad with all those QBs at the top, though. But yeah, room for improvement for sure. But really, one of the big keys to your teams making the playoffs is really just health. Like, I mean, that's one thing that I noticed is like a lot of the teams that made it to the playoffs, you know, a lot of healthy teams, you know, I mean, that's what it is. You know, if you don't catch a shitload of injuries, you got a good shot at just being in there, making the tourney playoffs. And there's going to be 4 teams from every division making it, you know, whether you drafted in February, March, or August or September. I mean, you still got the same shot as everybody else to make the playoffs. So, yeah, Crispy said, "Get in the Breakfast Club, you damn fools." Yeah, hold on. Let me share the link to the Breakfast Club. That's the slow draft that we got filling right now. And let me see, what do we got? 5 spots left. No, we got 7 spots open right now. Yeah, so Stu, he left this one. Yeah, man. Shout out to Stu. Dude, he's going through some chemo right now and radiation. That's Stu Bland, who you'll see in the drafts and stuff. So here's the slow draft fill-in link coming. There we go. Okay, and then where's Crispy at? Oh, man, Crispy, how'd you get such a high pick? Dude, oh, damn it. How'd you get such a high pick? Usually you're tripping over your nutsack and not being able to finish the race as fast. And, oh, dude. Bro. Let me see. How far are we? 29th round. Bro, Baker and Tua, those are your only guys? Tua, he's like a C- for me right now. Probably a guy who I'd be ranking, at least right now, you know, obviously things are going to change, but guy who I'd be ranking like probably 30th, you know, something like that. Very, very low. I mean, it's crazy how the QB run went in the 4th and the 5th. I mean, there's an insane amount of quarterbacks taken in those rounds. So I understand why, you know, you ended up with who you ended up with. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of shakeup for Baker too. I'm a little bit nervous about Baker in general. The one thing that they got going for him is they're in such a shitty division that he should be good for fantasy, you know, regardless. But I'm gonna give that a C for those guys because I feel like even like right now with a lot still looming, like Baker's probably like a C+ guy, like for me, where he's like probably ranked 18 to 20th. Like I haven't done rankings, but if I'm just thinking off the top of my head right now, I bet he's ranked 18 to 20th somewhere right now, and yeah, it just, you know. They're gonna need some we're gonna see what they're gonna do in free agency, you know, because like if they bring Mike Evans back and it's been nice, all right, yeah, dude. So most of the drafts that we've been doing have been slow drafts to start, and so yeah, let me see how many. Actually, I don't even have it pulled up right now, but really, there's only been maybe like. Out of these 29, maybe like 5, I'd say somewhere like 7 to 10 fast drafts so far. That's it. We've been doing way more slow drafts than fast drafts. And yeah, been out of the loop with work. All good, bro. All good. Back now. That's all that matters. So there we go. Now we need 6. And you know what? Just while I'm doing this, hang on, Crispy. I'll give you a grade in a second, but let me go repost the slow draft in Patreon, or at least update that post. How many people join the drafts from Patreon, or do you join from the league chat? when you get in the new drafts. Let me know. Just put in Patreon or league chat. Because I'm always curious where people join from and where they're seeing stuff and all that. Because I want people to be more active on Patreon, but dude, I never even posted it. All right. I never even posted it. That's another reason why I'm sure that it's filling slower. Thought I did, because the one that's posted for the slow draft is Blood In, Blood Out. Amazing movie, by the way. All right. Fuck. Okay. Here we go. Update. Add the link. And bada bing, bada boom. Dude, what the hell? Why isn't this posting? What the fuck? All right. Hopefully that didn't just send like 10 different messages to everybody, but all right, it updated though. All right, so now we need 6 more. Okay. So yeah, crispy. Shitty quarterbacks over here. It is what it is though. And running backs, Walker, Scat, Stevenson. That's not too bad. Still curious to see where Walker ends up. He could still end up with the Seahawks. It's just not going to be on a franchise tag. I'm going to say C+ for those running backs. Wide receivers. I mean, this is where the money was spent. JSN, CeeDee Lamb, Romy Rome, Christian Watson, and then Troy Franklin also in that mix. I'm going to say an A- for that. I mean, both those guys are A's in my eyes. Then everybody else just kind of lowers the average a little bit. So I'm going to say A-. IDP. Myles Garrett. Jordan Brooks. Robert Spillane. Bobby Okereke. Man, he got released too, didn't he? Yeah, I wonder where the hell he's going to end up. And then Cody Barton. Not too shabby. I'm going to say a B+ for those guys. And dude, this one's rough, crispy. So like, I'm just grading this one straight up. And like, dude, I mean, the C for the quarterbacks hurts. C+ for the running backs hurts. Yes, let me see. Up 3. No, up 2. Up 1. So it's up 3 and then down. Up 3, down 2, up 3, down 3. So up 2, down 5. So that would be 82. 82 overall for crispy. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna I mean, there's so much news that's been coming, like it's ridiculous. It's crazy, man. There's a lot. This week is just very active, man. It's where guys are, because It doesn't mean that he can't come back to the Giants. It just means he got released because they don't want to pay him that contract. So, you know, they'll go through the motions if he clears waivers or whatever. Actually, no, of course, everyone's clearing waivers. But yeah, so yeah, pretty shitty. But a guy like him, no matter what, like I feel like he's gonna catch on and be in a decent situation. And dude, we're almost done with the draft. I think I'm just gonna shut it off versus leaving it on for the next few rounds. But hey, I will be back I'll be back in a little while with WWE 2K26. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And yeah, we'll see you later. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.